Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Mary Intruder, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Well, last time, I pretty much accidentally dismantled an ancient order of assassins. As you do. I just wanted to join them, but unfortunately I ended up, killing most of their leaders, and then killing the last one, because he tricked me into killing the previous one. So, I guess those guys just sort of don't exist anymore. And today, we're going to be paying a bit of attention to these lovely people right behind me here, because, yes, we've got some more possibly loyalty missions to do.
Do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
Alternatively, I might just run into some other business, because yes, the Sith, they were hiring mercenaries before, and apparently the Republic are too.
In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war on. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now excuse me, I have to continue my recruitments.
Okay, so the way he's talking about it, it's not, too suspicious or anything, just there's a war on, if anything. The Republic just wants to buy up mercenaries, so the Sith can't. So, okay. Maybe that's not quite such a big conspiracy as I thought it might be, but, yes. The priority, for the time being, is, some guy who is called Sunry? I forget. This guy's friend has been accused of committing murder, which apparently, he wasn't really the sort to do that. Which makes me think, given most of these missions have a bit of a twist at the end, yeah, he probably did, and they all horribly misjudged him, and they need to come to terms with the fact that he's actually a horrible person. So, okay, we'll see if that's where we're going, but first I need to get myself assigned to the case. So, I'm pretty sure Alora, what was your name? Alora, that was it. She said yes, I need to get myself, assigned to the case. So we need to go and have a chat to the Selkath in charge. Okay, so over here on the right we got some named people. Hello over there. I wish to speak to you if you've got the time. That depends. Is there money in it for me, Nilko Boas? So, okay, hope you're enjoying yourself. Our floating city is beautiful. Yes, I'm sure it is, but what do you want precisely? And that's true, actually. Most Selkaths are kind of, dismissive, or dicks, or trying to sell me something. You're being suspiciously nice, actually. So, I'm afraid you speak the truth, human. My people are suspicious of outsiders. They fear the destruction of our beautiful planet. Well, there is a war going on where both sides want your planet, so fair enough, I suppose. Our ecosystem is complex and fragile. I fear for the preservation of my planet. Okay, preservation, not really a thing I do. I shoot people with lightning, guns, or glue. That's kind of what I specialise in fact. So, okay, what do you want, buddy? Okay, big reward, and she wants information. So the Republic has been hiring... Oh, okay, maybe that was actually a big deal after all, though. The Sith have been doing it too, so it's of great concern. I only seek the reason for this change in Republic policy. So, yeah, the guy outside just said, well, we need to buy up mercenaries because the Sith are buying up mercenaries and we can't have them having all the mercenaries, so, okay. I'm guessing there's more to it than that then, but why me? This sounds like the sort of thing you could just, ask the Republic negotiator. He's literally 30 seconds in that direction. So the Republic wants to keep their secrets, I've asked often, and I've been rebuffed. Okay. And the Sith won't give you an accurate version of events because they've got their own business going on. So, alright, fair enough, I'll ask around, why not? Ah, here's the suspicious bit. Not only are they hiring mercenaries, they're not coming back. So where are they being shipped off to? Aha, and this is a bar apparently. So okay, that's normally a good place to pick up the odd quest or two, see if anyone around here has got any special missions or whatnot. Oh, I was just asking around, nothing significant yet, but another Selkath has come up to me, so... Shaylas, no friend of the Sith. Gonna be honest, I've been a little bit Sithy, on occasion. Like, on the one hand, I'm very dark side, but the dark side and the Sith are hardly an exclusive deal. I could be Republic and dark, or light and Sith, possibly, I'm not 100% sure on that actually. Let's keep things nice and, yeah, vague for the time being, because I don't know who you are. You are wise to be guarded, my sources are rarely wrong, they've informed me that you are no friend of Malik's people. Well, kind of, I suppose, it is kind of complicated. So, alright, I share your dislike of the Sith, they've brought grief to my family. Okay, buddy, what have they done to you? Because you might be able to tell me a little bit more about, yeah, why the Sith are hiring mercenaries. So they don't respect the laws as the Republic does. Were it up to me, I would do everything in my power to aid the Republic in the war against Malik. That's great, but you're just some guy, so why is this important? I know the Sith are evil, I fear what they will do to my people, and what they're doing right now. Okay, sounds to me like you know something, buddy. Many Selkath have vanished, most of those that have gone missing are on the cusp of adulthood, the youth who would someday lead this planet. My own daughter Shasha is among those who have disappeared. Okay, mercenaries get hired, they disappear, children are disappearing. It sounds like a lot of people are just sort of going missing right now. So, 500 credits if I can figure out, yes, where this guy's daughter is, and where the other young folks are too. So, that's all he can afford. I've got no official authority in the matter. Okay, I will look into it if I run into anything, because, yeah, this sounds like a Sith base sort of a thing. Ah, but potentially some of the mercenaries might know something. Alright, there were mercenaries elsewhere in this very bar. They didn't know anything about why mercenaries were being hired, but they might know something about this. Okay, Mandalorian says he doesn't know anything about the Selkath, but the Iridorian might. So, we got a guy in, some very fancy yellow armour right here. Very, very fancy indeed. Apparently he's been seen with various Selkath youth, so you, my friend, might have been involved in, the kidnapping or whatever this is.
Perhaps. But my business with the Selkath is my own.
Here we go, buddy. So yes, bit of force persuade. Let's get you on side. What do you know?
An Iridorian has no friends, though I feel a strange kinship with you. You do not seem like the others of this world. Even the Sith here do not understand our kind. The Sith sought to buy my loyalty with credits, as if wealth could somehow quench my burning bloodlust. They would have been better off hiring a Chani for the errands they had me running.
Okay, so what precisely did you do in that case if you're Captain Murderpants?
The task paid well, but was boring, and beneath me. I was told to lure the Selkath youth to the Sith embassy. Nothing more. I lied, I threatened, I promised, and I brought the most promising youth of the fish people to the Sith.
So you tricked these innocents into going to the Sith base. And then what did you do with them?
And there I left them. To what purpose I neither know nor care. Perhaps when the Sith learn I have betrayed their secret, they will try to kill me. I would welcome the excitement.
Sounds like the Sith are trying to win this planet by corrupting the Selkath youth. Much more subtle than their usual methods.
Is there more you would ask of me, human?
Okay, good tactic. If they can't actually have the planet right now, and they can't risk bombing the damn thing because they need the Kolto, best option would be make sure, all the leaders of tomorrow already believe in the Sith way of doing things. Get them on side nice and early. Very clever. Okay, so nothing else here, and now we know, there's something else going on the Sith base too. We need to go and get that probe the Republic wants for some reason, but on top of that, there's going to be some Selkath younglings floating around too. Aha! Meanwhile, the other side of this area, this looks about right. Diplomats.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
And I'm aware of the Republic's indignation. However, witness reports clearly state that your Republic soldiers were as willing to engage in violence as the Sith in this case. Okay, so if there's no clear instigator, it's kind of legit by default.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
And taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation to justify violence. Okay, so, on this occasion, technically it was the Republic that did the wrong thing. but he's decided to rule everybody equally at fault, so everybody just goes home. Lovely. But since no Selkath were harmed, he's just going to show mercy and levy a fine. So, while no one's allowed to attack anybody else, if, like, Outworlders are killing each other, that's not such a big deal. Just as long as the Selkath are fine, that's the important thing. So, okay, that's an important nuance we need to remember about Selkath justice. They're more concerned about their own people than they are about anyone else. And okay, every single judge appears to be named. So let's go for the guy who's on the important-looking... Bloody hell, guys, please, just stop being in my way. Yes, let's go for the important guy in the middle, because I think he's got a slightly different coloured desk. So you might be like, you know, the head judge. In the event of John, there can't be a tie. There's 5 of them. So, Judd Shankar, acting on behalf of the Selkath government of Manaan, so he is answering the needs of off-world citizens of both the Republic and the Sith. So, okay, just, you know, an open magistrates' court of some description. So, alright, who do I speak to about helping out with the murder mystery? And any chance you know anything about the missing Selkath? Because presumably you don't. Because the Sith kidnapping your children, well, not really kidnapping. To be honest, if they went willingly, even if it was under false pretenses, then... is that okay? Probably that's not okay. Even though it would be okay if, like, say, the Sith were luring away the young folk of the Republic into their base, that'd be fine. But if you're luring young Selkath, that's going to be a problem. So I'm guessing you don't know a thing. The court is unaware of any missing beings reports. Should any substantial evidence come to light, you should file it with us, and an investigation will be launched. Okay, so until there's paperwork, this guy knows nothing, officially at least. So, let's get on with the Sunry business. Me and Jolie would like to, you know, go and investigate the crime scene at the hotel. We saw that earlier. So that's acceptable, I believe. In Manaan, it's legal tradition the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. So I'm guessing Sunry doesn't currently have one. So it needs to be a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you could fulfill this role adequately. Okay, so basically I'm the defense. Got it. And officially, the case is Sunry versus the Sith Empire because it was a Sith that ended up dead. Gotcha. So, okay, let's get some facts here because, oh, limited amount of time. Uh-oh. Is there a real time limit? There might be a real time limit, I'm not sure. He was seen leaving the hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Elassa Huros. He has been charged with murder, is being held in Arto City prison facilities. Due to his crippled status, he is being kept in a solitary holding cell. Hang on, what status? What status are we talking about here? I don't know. So, witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hotel for questioning pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has been informed of your appointments. Okay, that all seems legit. She was found dead of a blaster wound with an incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. No, hang on. If he shot her, why would he be close enough that she could grab the medal? And why wouldn't he take it back? That's blatantly a setup. So, you can question him or the witnesses. The evidence is heavily stacked against him. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt. Okay, this sounds like a setup to me, because the medal doesn't make sense. I mean, if it was a sword wound, that'd be fine, but no. The fact blaster, close enough to grab a medal? No, 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 no. Okay, let's get to asking him specific questions. Yes, the medal. So, apparently this guy finds that suspicious too. I find it odd that such a blatantly incriminating piece of evidence would be left at the scene of the crime. You're not wrong, that just seems too good to be true. And in terms of the mention of, yes, his condition, apparently he was severely injured in the line of duty because he's a long-standing Republic hero, though we don't quite know precisely what's going on there.
Speaking of that injury, has it been taken into consideration, Your Honor?
Good point there. Yes, indeed. Is he able to have done what is said? So, in no way does it hamper him. Okay, so he could 100% still have shot his girlfriend, if that's what he wants to do. Okay, move over to the next judge, and asking this one if there's anything suspicious. This guy says, no, all pretty straightforward. So, okay, they've all got different views on the case that may betray their biases, potentially. So this guy here thinks, yeah, there's nothing suspicious. The guy in the middle thinks the medal's more than a bit suspicious. As for the guy on the right here, if Sunry was so innocent, why was he seen fleeing the crime scene? Why would he have been running if he had not committed the crime himself, or was at least aware of what had occurred? Okay, fair enough. We should ask him about that. That seems fairly incriminating. If the murder hadn't taken place when he left, i.e. someone else did it, why was he running? But yeah, he also seems to think it's pretty cut and dry. Sunry's guilty, so this is going to take some persuading. And here we go. She was murdered from behind, so it was a blaster wound, apparently from the rear, which makes the medal even more unlikely. If she was shot in the chest at point-blank range, she might have reached out and grabbed the medal, but if she was facing away, how did she get the medal? That doesn't make any sense at all. Meanwhile, the guy on the far left, he seems to be of the opinion the murder is unlikely because, yes, he was, despite what the middle guy says, very badly wounded in the past. Meanwhile, Alassa is a very competent Sith leader. So, the fact he was able to get the drop on her seems unlikely. Okay, nothing too much there, but at least we have the basic facts of the case. So, speed things up a bit. Where's Sunry? Because they mentioned a prison dotted about somewhere, so, okay, presumably, aha! A guard, you'll be who I'm looking for. And apparently this warden is the guy I speak to when I want the trial to begin, so, okay, you, aha! Hello there, Sunry. I'm gonna be honest, he's standing. So he's not quite as badly wounded as they were making out in the court there, but, okay, I'm guessing him and Jolie have got something to say to each other.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Laura sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence can see that. So I thought. But the Cellcats seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Okay, so how about you give me, yeah, your take on it. Your take on the evidence and your take on what happened that evening.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alassa there that night, but it's not what you think.
I was working with Republic Intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith when I turned Alassa into a double agent working for us.
It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alassa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you! Further, they say they found my heroes cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Okay, that's a viable theory. So if he was trying to convert her to be a double agent, if the Sith find out about it, then what could they do better than murdering her and pinning it on him? Not only have they got rid of someone who was potentially, at risk of having been compromised, but they also managed to simultaneously damage the Republic's reputation on Manaan and also get rid of a Republic intelligence officer. That's kind of three birds with one stone, so that's legitimate, but something about the way the voice actor, chose to read those lines makes me a little bit suspicious of this guy, so Okay, let's see if there's anything more we can get out of him. Yeah, here we go. One of the judges said you were running away from the crime scene. If you didn't do it, and you weren't there when she was murdered, why were you running?
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Okay, nothing too conclusive there. And yes, obviously the hotel, but anything else beyond that?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with Offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy.
Okay, so yet another reason we need to break into the embassy. Gotcha. Well, I think that's all we're getting out of this area, so... Okay, back to the hotel, and also the Republic base. See if we can get any answers about why they're hiring mercenaries. Okay, Roland's not wanting to speak to me until I've got that, the probe back, so... Okay, all signs point to the Sith base, but for the time being, let's just, have a chat to everyone at the hotel first, while all the information I've already got is fresh in my memory. Okay, so, Buddy, what did you see on the night of the murder?
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Okay, there are inconsistencies with the witness testimony and what Sunry was telling us. Possibly he's lying to cover up something. How certain are you about that? Because this is a very important detail.
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Okay, so could it have gone off after he left? He just said no twice, but okay.
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
Okay, and you'll testify... Okay, that's... Right, so we can just straight up use the Force to make people give false witness statements. No, I'm not doing that, because if Sunry did it, then Sunry does go down for it. I'm sorry, but I'm not protecting Sunry just because he knows Jolie. Alright, if Sunry did it, Sunry did it. That's the end of it. So, we are not bribing you, persuading you, or using magic to make you give false statements to a court. No, 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 no. Anything else you know about Sunry and Alasa in that case?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Except maybe not, because yes, they might have just been trading notes rather than doing the hokey pokey. So, yes. Any chance you can let me speak to the witnesses?
There were only two other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally, I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
Okay, so if I was to beat him at Pazak a bit, that might actually be, useful in making him open up. For once, there might be a Pazak-related solution to this quest. Also, when we say hotel, it's literally 4 tiny rooms, isn't it? Yes, everything's very small in this game. It's adorable. So, alright, just crack open these rooms at the rear here and see if there's anything incriminating. No, it's just a bit of medicine. That's not too incriminating, to be honest. That's all pretty legit. Here we go. Thirif May. Any chance you want to play a game, mate? Let's build up a bit of a rapport between you and me.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
And I'd like to play a game of Berserk, actually, but I can't start with that, so... Okay, what did you say? Let's see if this matches up with what the other guy was saying.
I was in my room, minding my own business, with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Elas's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty.
Okay, so once again, that pretty much confirms that Sunry lied to me. Sunry must have heard the blaster shot, because if this guy heard the shot, then waited for a moment, then looked outside, and even then he was still able to see Sunry, then Sunry definitely himself heard the shot. He can't have not done. So... anything else you know?
Sunry I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Elas's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
Okay, maybe they were actually doing the horizontal dodgeball. I'm not 100% sure there.
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room, in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Okay, she might have been aware that he was trying to turn her, and was maybe planning to turn the tables straight back on him. So, okay, what Sith master, precisely?
Well... Elasa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Oh, yes you did. Come on, open up.
You know, I think I could trust you. Heck, I don't even know why I shouldn't tell you. Well, one time, I saw Elasa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course, and her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Elasa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
Okay, so that makes it even less likely she'd die to a single blaster bolt. She'd be able to deflect it, she'd see it coming, she'd be, in very good physical shape, as most Jedi seem to be. Yeah, Dark Jedi, potentially.
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
Doesn't really help our case in the slightest, though, if we're still trying to defend Sunry, and I'm not 100% convinced we are, so... is this the... Okay, that room just isn't a room. This room must be the room where the actual, murder took place, but there's nothing else I can do in here. No, nothing else using Q&E, just the footlocker, and I've already looked inside that, so... unless, of course... cleaning droid. The cleaning droid could have done it! Okay, fair enough. I'm willing to believe that testimony. Right. Last person, Glupor. Apparently he came out into the, the passageway a bit faster, so he might have seen a bit more. Alright, so you've got questions. Glupor already said everything he knew. Yeah, but I'm like a lawyer for the other side, so... Okay. Let's talk about, yes, the murder. And I've already told them everything. You don't know. Glupor has no reason not to say it. Glupor tell everything about murder. Yes, but you need to tell me now. That's how this works. So, yeah, why were you here in the first place, buddy? And Glupor not very rich. Hotel much too rich for Glupor to live at, but Glupor's safe. Okay, so he makes occasional visits. Gotcha. Let's get into the testimony here, the important thing. So, he didn't see the murder, but he did see Republic guy, Sunry Glupor thinks, running away from scene of crime. Yep, legit, we've heard that before, seen nothing else, especially not, oh, you saw something. Though weirdly, we can't actually force it out of him on this occasion. And, oh, never mind, we don't have to force it out of him, we can just ask him. So, yes, you know something about her room, don't you? And, curious what had happened, so we had no reason to go into the room, no one paid Glupor to do it. Okay, how about we just, get you to open up anyway? Here we go, using magic. So, the Sith paid him money to plant, there we go. The medal has been planted. Gotcha. But that doesn't really answer who did it. We just know that there's some slightly dodgy bits and pieces going on here. But honestly, not too much. I mean, all we know really is, yeah, the Sith paid him to plant a bit of evidence, but we still don't have a more likely candidate than Sunry himself, and Sunry did lie. Sunry lied about when he left. For some reason, he lied to his own defense team, so, okay, I feel like we need to go into the Sith base if we want any solid answers. Potentially, we need to find her master. Oh, but hello. We've got ourselves a mysterious man on the way out of the hotel. Alright, buddy.
You, Jedi. I hear you're investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
Alright, buddy. What's going on?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
Okay. Do you mean literal footprints? Because I didn't see any evidence I could examine in there, and if there were any, there's a cleaning droid. He would have already, wiped them away.
Dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Okay, so who are you precisely? Because if you want me to break into or potentially ask questions in both embassies, then that would suggest you're not representing either side. And you're not a Soulcath, so you're not representing them, because I don't believe they'd allow an off-worlder to represent their interests. So, okay, what's your deal, buddy?
Because you have no one else to trust. Not Sunry, not the witnesses, and certainly not the judges. And if you take my advice, what have you to lose? Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Okay, mysterious man just sort of... Oh, he's trying to make a run for it. He tried to escape, but hang on. Get the force speed. Where'd he go? Where'd he flipping go? Okay, disappeared round the corner. Dear, oh dear. Well, may as well see what we can find out over here in the embassy first. No, we got nothing in here right now. I'm guessing we just need to sort out that whole probe business before he's actually willing to talk to me about anything. So, okay. Honestly, we've only got one stop left, and it's pretty much going to give us answers to everything. We need to go and investigate, by which I mean break into and probably murder everyone inside the Sith embassy, and that's gotta be a crime. Like a really bad one as far as the Soulcath are concerned. Okay, step one, I can get inside nice and easy, because I got the passcode from the prisoner previously.
I know you.
Oh?
You're the arbiter in the murder trial. Elassa was a friend of mine. If there's any justice in the galaxy, they'll feed Sunray to the Phyrexians. Shouldn't you be preparing for the trial? What are you doing here?
Okay, interesting. So, any chance you might know something about the trial?
I know he'd already be tried, convicted, and executed if the Soulcath knew anything about justice. But the fish people are as weak as the Republic when it comes to such matters. Is there anything else?
Okay, nothing specific we can use there. In which case, here we go. Passcode. Please let me inside, though this is not going to last for long.
Oh, really? You mean someone like you actually has some real purpose inside? Well then, what is it?
I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember, but like, I think I'm posing as a spy.
Yes, well, I suppose you really do have some business here. Head on in.
Right, let's get murdering.
You there. I don't recognize you. How did you get in here?
And I'm authorized to be here. 100% supposed to be.
You! I don't recognize you. I know the face of every Sith on this planet. We'll get to the bottom of this. Commander Gran, report to the security desk immediately.
Okay, right. Maybe I should just said I had the code, because I did have the code.
You authorized this person to enter. I don't know them, and their identification doesn't match up. They're spies.
What? Sound the alarm! Droids, destroy them!
Okay, murder it is then. Got it. So, right, sorry about that. Probably should have just talked about the code, actually. In which case, everyone else just, like, start murdering. You've got disabled droid, which is pretty good. Don't really bother with the rest of it, to be honest. Just start, disabling droids one by one. In fact, yeah, just go around the entire group just disabling all the droids. That'd be great. And if you wouldn't mind just, no, don't do that. Just Master Valor. Master Valor, if you'd be so kind. Thank you, that's just lovely. I'll just, stay over here while all of that's happening. And then I'll just get on with all of this and just keep on murdering. She's almost dead too. And, oh my goodness, every single droid appears to be disabled. Well, that's just lovely. Now you are nice and dead. You're almost dead too. Okay, so yes, we're just killing everyone. Still, I suppose that does mean more corpses. Everybody loves corpses, right? Right, room to room. Just start blasting anybody as gets in my way. Don't forget, we're here for quite a few different reasons. So, disassembly room. Okay, aha. So that's a droid we could... Uh-oh. Okay, I feel like something's about to go badly wrong here. But you at the back, I'd like you to use, yes, insanity. If you'd be so kind. I'd like you, meanwhile, to just start whacking up everybody's valor. Is my speed? Yeah, my speed's already still on, so I can just go for kill against you. Everyone's going a bit... Oh, that insanity, though. That insanity's lovely. So all of them are now going to go down, no trouble whatsoever. I'll just finish off this guy, then this guy, and everything will be golden. So just bang, 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 and bang, 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 and oh my goodness, well that'll flippin' do. That'll flippin' do beautifully, actually. Okay, so we're in good shape for the time being, and we've also got ourselves a couple of droid parts, nothing too dramatic there. Oh, and there's the broken droid, by the way. Okay, so I already found the main thing I was looking for. There's a data module, lovely. Also, just heal us up if you'd be so kind. There we go, very, very nice indeed. Though I don't think I can actually read the data pad in my inventory, so... okay, over on the left here, that was where we wanted to start out. That's all lovely. Just keep on keeping on. We got more to do. Oh, hello over there. Right, this one's yours, actually. As it turns out. Please disable all droids while you just get on with giving us a little bit of a buff whenever you're flipping ready. And I'll just get over here. Can't actually do anything in terms of... Okay, I think I might have... Who just electrocuted that guy? Well, in any case, they're currently disabled, so... Oh, not doing too much, to be honest. These guys have got, like, tough armor, don't they? Yeah, they've got very tough armor. So just, you know, try and get him down. There's one. Other one should be just a-okay. Right, get behind him just to make sure he's fine. Maybe hit him with a bit of lightning just for a bit of fun. And, yeah, this guy does not take much damage. And, against enemies with tough armor, the lightning's going to be good. And West Lounge. Okay, we'll just be going into the lounge over here. Hi there! You're going to be dead now. So you are now just slightly choking to death. Apparently this guy... Why do they have these, you know, robots in the... Actually, you know what? Just start zapping him. Zapping him works pretty well, apparently. So electrocute, and then electrocute a little bit more, and then just dodge, because I'm so good at dodging. Oh yeah, they can't even hit me. They can't even hit me. This is just lovely. Now just finish you off, you be so kind. Don't know what's going on over there, by the way, but something's going on over there. You guys are... Oh, guys, this is embarrassing. This is just embarrassing for you. I'm so much better at, you know, taking out these little droids. Though, to be honest, you, buddy, should probably be, yes, using... Never mind, electrocution. Okay, in the event of droid, don't just hit it with a big old stick. Not gonna fly. Use, like, you know, your other tools to your advantage. Force lightning, maybe those ion grenades I've got 10 million of but never used for anything. And we got a computer room in here, so uh-oh. I feel like this is a room we don't want to go into. Or at least if it is, we want to save first. And try cutting through. Okay, I'm taking a fair whack of damage. Cut through, and... Okay, someone slightly dead there, but that's all fine. Maybe turn off the steam. Okay, that was probably not the intended solution, but it kind of worked. And just a little bit of the old healing gets us back to where we should be. Get the speed back on, and we've sort of cut round the back of... No, we haven't. This is an empty room. This room appears to be... Okay, there's a computer panel. May as well, yep, take care of this. And what have we got here? We have got many conking rooms. Got it. Just need to keep an eye out to make sure, yeah, whether there's anything too dangerous. So, just 2 guys in there. Really don't need to bother with that. Security room is... aha! Force field. I'm guessing we might want to take the force field off, because otherwise we won't be able to make any progress. So, yeah, force field down, please. Just watch the spikes. We're kind of low on the old spikes. So, that might have been the one bit we actually needed to do. Ooh, and in the training room, I think we've got an answer. Yeah, confirmed. The Selkath are being taught how to be Sith. Gotcha. Okay, so that's pretty much all we have got here. But on the plus side, yeah, we've now taken down a force field somewhere, which has got to be useful down the line. Okay, we got ourselves a permanently sealed door here. Alright, that's a bit mysterious. Possibly there might be multiple levels here. Flow control room, and right, let's just kill that guy, because I feel like it. And now we just start shooting him. You guys just get over there. I feel like, yeah, the captain's got to be important for some reason, and... Have you guys not realised there's trouble over here? These guys don't seem to have realised there's trouble. So how about we just do some force lighting in a second? Do some dodging. You can just die, actually. And there we go. You're in good shape. Take you out too. Lovely. And yeah, these guys over here seem to have not realised there's trouble. Right, I'd like you to insanity this lot, please. No, please stop the attacks. Just insanity. Insanity. Okay, now they're insane. I'd like you to use Force Whirlwind to see what that does. And... oh, that's what Malik did to me. So, it either just tosses them away, or they go woobly whoop. Not really sure which, but like, you know, there's a little bit of woobly whoop going on. And take you out too. Okay, I think we got this under control, but did the Sith captain, who is the guy right here, have any keys on him by any chance? Water pump analysis. Okay, we got something going on here. Commander, in regards to the system in place to cycle water from the ocean to the thermal heaters, what were you thinking? What made you put that airlock mechanism on the only other path to the north side of the base? Now everybody has to know how to cycle the water out of one room and into the adjoining one for each of the 3 rooms in sequence without accidentally flooding the room they're in. We've lost 7 troopers just this week. Next time I'm there, you better show me how to do it properly. I can't afford to lose any more aides while trying to get to the Selkath. Okay. Are we talking secret back way into this base underwater to avoid public scrutiny or something? And oh, pressure door. Okay, so I'm guessing you need to open all of these in the right order. Okay, maybe we'll come back to this room when, you know, I've checked everything else. So we must go... oh! I've got 10 million bloody Dark Jedi apprentices here. Right, just kill the one who's running at me. Everybody else, just please, like, you know, help us get a bit of a shift on. These guys at the back, actually. I wouldn't mind you... excuse me, no. This guy at the back. This guy at the back. No, don't do that. Don't do that to him. I want you to insane them. Please insane, because that's pretty good at keeping a bit of crowd control on. Meanwhile, you just get everyone ready to Valor. I'll go back to me. And... okay, Insanity's really good. I maybe should have had Insanity on my character. Because Insanity, it turns out, it's pretty incredible. So just take you out, and you are going to be taking 10 million. It lasts so long, too. That's just such a ridiculous amount of time. And now it's... he can't even deflect. He just can't deflect. And screw it, kill him. Kill. I think he's going to die, to be honest. And down he goes. Good work, Shahani. And we got more crystals floating around too. So yeah, we'll check whether any of them are worth having a look-see at in future. Now this should just loop me back round to where I was. So, okay. If this is where we got Dark Jedi, we must be getting close by to the training room, right? And... aha! the sealed secret door. This'll do the job. Right over here. So, right. I'm pretty sure this is... Oh, you're kind of low on health, actually. Right. So your job is to disable. There we go. Good job. Then I want you to disable this one. Then I want you to disable this one. Then I want you to go back over here and disable this one. Basically, your job is just to disable. I'd just like you to disable like crazy. And while that's going on, I'll just get a bit of speed on in a second. And then we'll just get round the back and we'll start... No, John, we've established this. We lightning. Lightning works really well against these guys. Yes, lightning. Everybody do some lightning. I didn't even know you had lightning. I'd forgotten I'd given you lightning. Right, so you seem to be pretty on the dead side, and now you've just made him go woobly woobly whoop, which is, you know, good. Now I'm just going to zap him while he's woobly woobly whooping. And down he goes. Okay, so this is where you keep in the secret stuff then. Gotcha. Because this is behind the force field, and... okay, get a little bit of speed up, or rather just top it up. Buddy! Buddy, 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 buddy. We're just going to kill ya, then we're going to start shooting. And... yep, there you go. And even... oh, wow, there we flippin' go. Yes, I keep forgetting to do this with Juhani, which is she's got to do a basic attack, none of her other attacks, if she wants to do her Mega Leap. She's got a Mega Leap, but yeah, she's got to be doing a basic attack for it to be a thing. Just get over here and... you did not need to be this close, but whatever. Right, I'm pretty sure everybody's kind of on the dead side, actually. I think we got this. Ah, I see. There's multiple ways around. I could have skipped all the stuff I just did if I'd solved whatever the puzzle for... yeah, the pressure is. So water's been transferred to adjoining. So therefore this should be safe, right? Yes, this should be safe. So... okay, there's just, well, I say puzzle. That wasn't really much of a puzzle, to be honest, but you know what I mean. Right, everyone speed up. Let's just keep on keeping on, and... okay, well, somebody's rather lightning happy today. Not going to do you much good, to be honest. I'm planning just to kill you, then I'm going to kill you too, and, yep, now you're going to be killed, and this guy's not realised anything's wrong yet, so he probably will in a second. And... okay, he didn't, but whatever. And also, you've been stasis. Yeah, I feel like we've, I feel like this is all under control. That guy just did not realise anything was wrong, which is just embarrassing for him. Right, plenty more Dark Jedi and... okay, then there was an explosion. Okay, so I'm going to work under the assumption one of you is going to be Alassa's master, and that's going to provide us with some information that might be of use. Oh! We got a Selkath apprentice, which is kind of unfortunate, because he fired first, so... alright, sorry lads, but the younglings ain't coming home. Alright, we are following that noble tradition of killing all of the younglings. Right, everybody get your game faces on. I'm feeling like we're getting close by to... yeah, the old training room dormitory. Aha! We got ourselves... right, we got some folks here. Let's not speak to them yet. Let's make sure we understand what's going on, and... oh dear. Right. Tell Sasha the Sith are slightly evil. Somehow she may have missed it, despite the blowing up of planets. Okay, so, right, got it. This tortured Selkath was holding a token. I've got some form of token. Right, so I'm glad we didn't speak to the Selkath immediately, because yes, we've now gathered some evidence that might demonstrate to them that Sith equals bad training room. Okay, as I say, just a moment ago, everybody get your game face on, please. We've got ourselves a Dark Jedi to take care of, and... okay, that was just a practice droid. I'm gonna be honest, I was expecting... right, get into position. Then we just zap him, and you just start disabling the droids, because, yeah, there's a lot of droids in the world, so go, and... oh, that was badass. That was pretty badass right there. And more apprentices go down. Right, keep on keeping on while we're in good shape, and push forward.
How did you get in here? Wait, I recognize you. Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Well, let me guess.
You intend to collect this reward, right?
Master, give us the honor of aiding you in destroying this enemy of the Sith. Okay, yeah, they've really drunk the Sith Kool-Aid. Gotcha.
See? What did I tell you?
As you wish, my eager apprentices. We shall remove this thorn from Malak's side once and for all.
Okay, so guys, seriously, pause please. Okay, so we know what we need to start off with here. A big old insanity, none of the rest of that please. Start off with an insanity over there. You just did... I don't know what you just did. You just did something. But then after that point, I'd like you to just sort of move in and start power attacking. That's all absolutely fine. I have actually lost all my abilities, so I'm just going to speed nice and quick. I took a bit of damage there. And insanity affects everybody. So, okay, insanity's really, really good. So, oh, you've got... Okay, you've got some cocking health on ya. Maybe we just hit him with one more, then we go into kill, then we keep shooting. So just take out these lads, I'm not too worried. You've got a lot of health, mind. Okay, now hopefully that was it. Yep, that was a successful kill. Now he's going into kill, now we just take you out, now we take you out. Lovely. Okay, so... Right, he had a lot of bloody hit points, actually. Dear flippin' dear. Dark Jedi Knight robe, a dueling shield, nothing too dramatic. Right, anything on you? Because you had... you didn't really have a name, but, like, you had a voice and a motivation, so that's nice, and Dark Jedi Master. Well. You see, I'm just stuck here, wearing a Jedi Master robe like a cocking idiot, matching my, you know, idiot friends, and... Okay, wait, Dark Jedi... There we go, 3! Good. So... It's exactly the same, but like, you know, it's black and us... Oh, that's better. Now I'm not dressed the same as these two losers. That's much better. Right, keep on keeping on, and we're going to have ourselves here... Right, this will be... Oh! Okay, I'm guessing no one here's got good awareness. Datapad. That's going to be something to do with Alassa, I'm going to guess. No, not Alassa. This just relates to, yes, the Selkath. Trying to turn the younglings to the dark side, so... We kind of already knew that, but yeah, overthrow current government, install puppet government, diddly-diddly-day. Okay, still nothing to do with, yes, Alassa. It's a little bit on the disappointing side, but what can you do? Okay, my little fishy friends. I'm gonna be honest, you haven't tried shooting me yet, and that's really good news for you. Let's see how I feel about you stupid bastards. So, hello there, Sasha. And, should we sound the alarm? No. Don't. Not if you want to live. We can't always be running to the Masters for help. We should handle this on our own. So, this may be a test. Okay, what are you doing in here? Only Masters and Apprentices are allowed in here. Well, as you can see, I'm wearing your Master's robe. So, according to Sith law, I'm actually your Master now. So, yeah. Gonna be honest, Shaylas did have me investigating you bastards, but I'm guessing you went willingly and are actually bastards, as I say. So, I told you your father would get suspicious, he's always hated the Sith. And my father doesn't understand, he's blinded by his own prejudice. So the Sith are teaching us mastery of the Force. Can't help but notice you've got a gun there. You know what, I can't throw stones, I use a gun too, it's fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could bring these people back. That's... Okay, I would murder them, but I have just stormed an embassy and murdered everybody in it. Now, I'm going to be honest, that might be frowned upon by the Selkath. If I can get their younglings out of this place alive, that might work in my favour thereafter, because I'm getting the feeling that, yeah, sooner or later, we're going to have our own session in the court. So, okay. The Sith are evil, what they told you was a lie. This feels really odd to say given, you know, my day-to-day life, but whatever. And Republic propaganda. He's not 100% wrong, but like, the Sith are dicks. The Republic are kind of dicks too, but not like as dicks. Mostly, I think. Oh, and once the Republic's defeated, the Sith have promised to withdraw and respect your independence. Yeah, I've got some proof that that's actually, definitely 100% a lie. And our friend Gallus also chose to leave. He was returned safely to his home in Arto City. I'm guessing that was him dying in the room next door. Got it. So, Okay. Yes, young Selkath dying from torture here. He gave me this. That's gonna prove it to you, surely. So, that's the pin I gave Gallus when we were children. There is blood on it. Good, 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 good. You guys scuttle off home. I'm not gonna kill you right now anyway. Though we still need a persuade check for her to believe me that, yeah, I didn't actually, kill Gallus myself. And I believe them. How else would they have found the pin? Good! Good, 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 good. Gallus is dead. The Sith are responsible. Off you pop. I'll check in with you guys later. Oh, that was worth light side points. Boo. Okay, fine. There was a little bit of realpolitik there, but whatever. And it looks like I've actually, yes, cleared out the entire base. So, okay, I may have missed something related to Sunray. Well, I've checked every room, and I can't find anything else, and that means I'm definitely missing something, because the guy outside the hotel specifically said, hey, check both embassies, you're gonna be wanting to check both of the embassies, so why don't you do that? And I can't find anything in this embassy. Okay, I feel like Sunray might be gonna be found guilty, but to be honest, I kind of feel like he might have been guilty, so that's fine. This sealed door, however, that's marked in blue on the minimap, which normally means that's to a different load zone. And there was a back entrance into this place by, like, yeah, it was mentioned by the ambassador. So I'm guessing that's what that is. I just didn't use that entrance. So I'm pretty sure I've explored everything. I've found everything. There's no other doors. So alright. Sadly, I don't know what I've missed, but I think I might have missed something. So I really hope that doesn't mess up Jolie's loyalty quest. Oh. Okay, I'm guessing somebody called the police. You're placed under arrest. Okay, well that was faster than I expected. Right, yes, I did sort of murder everyone in an embassy. Which, as crimes go, is a pretty big one. You're not wrong. So, I've done nothing wrong. I really have. I've done so much wrong. What? Why? All I did was murder. I do that everywhere I go, and normally they don't arrest me. So, yes, it's considered sovereign territory of the Sith Empire. We've been monitoring an alarming number of weapon discharges and detonations from within the base. Okay, the detonations were not me. I haven't been tossing any grenades. Okay, so I'm under arrest. My companions have to go wait on the ship, and the ship can't leave till this is resolved. Gotcha. Oh, I'm straight up in a cage now. Good, good, and oh, bloody hell, I've got an arbiter. Right, does this actually in any way, oh, bloody hell. Sunray's not going to be thrilled about this, because he's just standing just behind this guy. So, he's got to be feeling not good about his case right now. So, don't need anyone to represent me. I probably should, to be honest. Like, having someone represent me, who actually knows what's going on, has got to be a good thing. Because, yeah, based on what we've witnessed so far, the Selkath trust each other more than they trust off-worlders. So, yeah, I'll be happy to have, you know, a local lawyer. That seems like a good thing. Okay, here we go. So, why did I enter the Sith Embassy? And I've got to make sure I answer carefully here, because the answer isn't that I was told to break in by the Republic. Okay, I was invited, I had authorization, I broke in. Okay, the problem is, if I say I had authorization, then they're going to ask what was that authorization, and I'm going to have to admit that we got it by torturing a Sith spy, and I only had that information because I was inside the Republic Embassy. Okay, to keep the Republic out of this, and avoid a massive diplomatic incident, which I should probably be trying to do, I'm going to have to admit, I broke in. Okay, but, there were two main things in that building, alright? There was the droid, and there was the Selkath. If we focus overwhelmingly on the Selkath, and I say, look, Shaylas told me to investigate the Selkath, so I went in, and I found the Selkath, and I rescued them, you're welcome, that's gotta be my best defense. So, I broke him, that's all absolutely fine. What's my prior association with the Sith? Dark Lord of... Uh-oh. I didn't mean to click. What did I just click? Sorry, I just clicked on something and I didn't mean to. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to represent myself. That all seems fine. Can I do that, by the way? Well, that's your right. I strongly recommend against it. I'm versed in all the necessary particulars of the case, and Selkath law off-worlder. You would do well to heed my advice. No, screw it. I'm going to do this by myself, alright? I'm pretty sure I've got a good story here, alright? All I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I was asked to investigate some Selkath, and I was told by a mercenary they were inside the Sith embassy, so in I went, I found them, they're alive and safe. I'm really glad I didn't kill them right now, by the way, and you can verify all that information with the relevant individuals, alright? It's a watertight story. Okay, here we go. Couple of robots, maybe don't shoot anybody during my own trial, so okay, and being a successful swoop rider brings you no credit here. I wasn't planning for it to, but okay, thanks for bringing it up. So, I stand accused of the murder of many Sith and extensive property damage to their embassy. All of that is true. I'm gonna be honest. Yes. How do you plead? I mean, kind of guilty, but like, I don't plead, I tell. Okay, well that's just a weird thing to say. No, it wasn't. Oh, hang on, was it? Is it murder if I went in for, like, you know, good reasons? I feel like I should say not guilty, even though I kind of mean guilty, but, like, with diminished responsibility on grounds of... I really should have actually asked for a lawyer. Okay, I'm going to say not guilty, just in case they execute me if I say guilty. So, the trial has commenced. Hello, we've got ourselves judges, lovely. Okay, so culpability and punishment. They're going to decide my fate in terms of whether I'm guilty and also the punishment. And we're dispensing with normal formalities of the court, proceeding directly. I would have thought in major cases, you know, you definitely did the formalities, but whatever. So, you decided to plead not guilty, yet there were reports of weapons fire and detonations from within the Sith embassy. That's true. All of that was self-defense, because I was on a noble rescue mission. I was rescuing the, like, baby tadpole people. It was great. Here we go. The Sith lured me inside, working for the Republic. Disappearance of young... Yep, the disappearance of the young Selkath, and I had good reason to believe they were in there, because the mercenary who lured them inside specifically told me they were there. Alright, I have got a trail of witnesses for this. Alright, so you believe that the Sith had something to do with these disappearances. I can prove it, because I got them out. Alright, bring in the surprise witnesses. And I found a token on a dead Selkath, I found this datapad. I'm gonna be honest, I've got witnesses. I've got so many witnesses. Bring in Sasha. I've literally got Sasha out, like, bring in her dad. She's got to have gone home by now, right? I mean... I feel like I could bring in witnesses to support this case, but yeah, the datapad's got to be the best bit of evidence. So, here you go. Let it be noted the court has taken this new evidence into consideration. I really hope they believe it, because this strikes me as easily forgeable, but whatever. And it is most disturbing. Good. Good, good, good. The court is adjourning for a brief period to verify the evidence. Okay, they have a way of verifying. Excellent. Now this has got to be legit and good for me, all things considered. This has got to be good news. We verified it is indeed a Sith datapad, indicating their complicity in a plot to overthrow the lawful government of Manan! Okay, this is... Oh, this is very goody two-shoes. This is too goody two-shoes, to be honest. Okay, so as I brought this to light, all charges have been dropped, which is 100% not how the law works. You can't just be forgiven for one crime because you did a good thing elsewhere. But whatever, you do you, crazy fish people. And there we go, I am now free, so... Okay, that worked out pretty nicely, all things considered. Ah, yes, actually, while I am here, Elora. I'm gonna be honest, I've got some evidence your husband may have actually been, you know, doing the old mattress tango with the person he was seeing at the hotel. Here we go, yes, Sunray. Any chance he was having an affair?
Of course not. Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just struck me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. I started seeing Alassa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
Ooh, I'm not convinced by that. I'm not really sure your husband's 100% innocent here.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
I'm so sorry, but the real evidence I've collected so far has suggested Sunry has lied to me about where he was and when he left, though can I confront him about that? Here we go, let's just get his absolute take on when he left relative to the shot being fired.
How would they know? They weren't there.
Okay, so that's just him talking about the judges, but I've also got witness testimony that says precisely the same thing, though admittedly, somebody did plant evidence at your trial. That is true.
A Rodian? I didn't know there were any Rodians on Manan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who's hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you ought to clear up. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
It is unfortunate we can't confront him about the witness statements, because they do contradict his account very thoroughly. Okay, back to the embassy, because we still haven't got the evidence out of that just yet, so... Okay, now I can turn in the data to the ambassador. Hopefully after that he'll be feeling a bit more chatty.
Excellent. It does not appear to have been tampered with, so the Sith did not manage to copy its contents yet. And now for your information. We are not supposed to speak of this, but since you are a Jedi and we have exhausted all the other options, I think I can entrust you with this. As you know, the Republic is fighting for its very existence against the evil of the Sith Empire. As you also undoubtedly know, we're doing very poorly. We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide of battle and bring us victory. Manan is the sole source of Kolto, the most powerful medical substance in the galaxy. Frankly, we need as much of it as we can get.
Okay, I'm guessing you've done a bad thing involving all these mercs you've been hiring.
The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes Kolto exports, but a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manan anyway. So we made a deal.
Okay, you violated the treaty, that's gonna potentially be bad. This could lose you all of the Kolto in the immediate term, but tell me more.
We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest Kolto directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction, an ancient building or artifact, possibly your star map. Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since.
Okay. So, yeah, if word of that gets out, that's it. The Republic is cut off, because the Selkath, their entire foreign policy depends on them having the exclusive right to decide who gets what Kolto, how much, at what price, what ratios, whatever. So, if the Republic have been building secret underwater bases and mining their own illegally, that is just straight up, yeah, cut you off territory. It's gotta be. Any idea what happened down there?
We don't know. We just don't know. As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here. Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith, but they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Vrackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason we really sent that droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly, was to find out what happened to the Vrackard Rift station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain.
Okay, get me down there, I can sort it out, and get myself a star map at the same time.
I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our Kolto packing room and enter the sub they're in. It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please, find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left down there. Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts.
Okay, there's some XP, lovely, all the rest of it. But, yes, we need some more information about the whole business with Sunry, ideally. Nope, still not wanting to talk to me, so... In which case, there's only one thing I haven't investigated yet, which is the computer over here. Now, I thought this was just the alternative solution for getting into the Sith base. It was either the passcode from the guy who's now no longer here because the Sith base has been stormed, or going in via the, like, secret back route, or this, but... Okay, this is a computer. Sure, we'll give it a look-see. So, decrypt Sith passcard, slice Republic system. Oh! Okay, so we want to be doing that one then. Got it. So, submarine bay doors. Wow, 100 spikes. Dear, flippin' dear. Restricted archives. Disable local power grid. So that might be how we would have got that guy out. But 125 is a lot, and I don't have enough spikes. Okay, that's fine. Let's just make a little change here. This is a-okay. Get rid of you. Call up Chewie instead. Chewie, you're actually good at computers, aren't you? So I need you to get in here. So 1 spike right there. There we go. Restricted data, please. And okay, here we go. A beautiful young woman enters the room, followed by a much older man. This is what we needed. As she walks farther into the room, he softly closes the door, pulls a blaster, and shoots her in the back. Okay, so as I suspected, he just did it. Okay, I figured something wasn't quite right here. Also, don't forget to claim my money, so I got your daughter back. Lovely, giant pile of XP, 500 credits, not too much really. This guy, however, we have to lie to, because if we tell him the truth about the mercenaries, it's going to expose the secret Republic base. So, okay, I can't lie. I either expose the base, or maybe don't expose the base just yet. Might be important to not expose the base. Now, next up, I'm gonna be honest, Sunry, so like, you did it, and I know you did it, and the Republic know you did it. Okay, I figured as much, too. Here we go. I know you did it, you stupid bastards.
So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, that something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. Found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
Okay, to be honest, you're still lying to me, because you just said you waited until she fell asleep. No, you didn't. The recording just said you closed the door softly, and when she was walking further into the room, you shot her in the back. So, she wasn't asleep. Why are you lying to me, you stupid bastard? I am going to make sure you go down, because I'm annoyed at you for lying to me.
It's easy for you to judge me, but you weren't there. You don't know what it was like realizing what I'd done. But it doesn't matter anyway. The Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence, so they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story. What are you going to do?
Well, to be honest, like, you did it. So, if you did it, and the trial is to, you know, confirm whether you did it, then you're guilty. So, you may as well confess, because there's overwhelming evidence. There's multiple witnesses who can confirm that your story about how you left, and, like, you know, the gunshot was later, doesn't make sense. You're going down for this. I'm sorry, but there's, you know, witness testimony.
You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands?
That's different, Sunry, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep.
Neither did he!
The two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved to die.
I'm well aware that Bang Blitzman has no right to throw stones whatsoever in this case. But, like, you know, I have been given a task. My task was to figure out what happened. Alright, I am going to faithfully execute that task, even if it does ultimately involve faithfully executing the guy I was supposed to be defending. Look, confess, maybe they'll show a bit of mercy. You'd only have to spend, like, I don't know, 20 years inside that box you're in right now.
If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place Kolto sanctions on the Republic Embassy. Without Kolto, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines?
Okay. I mean, that's a decent argument. But then again, maybe you shouldn't have bloody... Oh, this is quite tricky, actually. I'm sorry, but you're going down. You're definitely going down. Jolie's not going to be happy about this.
Oh, that's low. Using a Jedi mind trick to extort a confession from me. You might as well beat it out of me. You'd have better luck. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its Kolto export privileges, and then we'll lose the war for sure. Are you going to send all those thousands, millions like Taurus to their deaths just for your sense of justice?
Sunry, this is wrong, and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend your actions?
You do whatever you have to, Jolie. I know what I did. But I also know what's at stake here. No, I'll rot in here if I have to. But I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to. But know what the consequences will be.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not 100% super keen on the Republic anyway. Alright, Republic have been kind of dicks to me, kind of manipulating me a lot, actually, kind of flipping useless in many ways. Lots of slavery and Circuit Corporation allowed to do whatever the hell they feel like, so I'm not really quite 100% convinced we're gonna be. Screw it, we're just tossing him under a bus. Alright, here we go. Let's have ourselves a trial where I'm going to convict the person I'm supposed to be defending for some reason. So, yes, Sunry's trial has now begun. Now, what's my opening statement in Sunry's defense? I'm gonna be honest, he kinda did it, actually. Yeah, he 100% did it. I've got a recording that proves he did it. We've got several witnesses that, like, well, they didn't see him do it, but, like, they did place him at the scene of the crime when no one else could have done it. So, basically, yes, he did it. Here's a recording. So, let this new evidence be entered. Sorry about this. May have slightly screwed over the Republic here. But, you know, by the end of this, we might have screwed over the Republic even more. I'm not 100% sure about that. We'll have to see. In light of this new evidence, there's no need to proceed with witnesses or cross-examinations. Yeah, basically, under the bus you go, my friend. Oh, and Laura's not going to be thrown. And he's going to be put to death, actually. Okay, no 20 years in the box for him.
I'm sorry, Sunry. And Laura, there's nothing more we can do.
Oh, Sunry, no!
Right, so that's all that taken care of. Lovely. There's a Laura nearby, by the way. And Laura... Nope, she probably doesn't want to talk to me, to be perfectly honest. I mean, they asked me to figure out what happened. Alright, when a game asks me to figure out what happens, I'm gonna figure out what happens. I kind of sorted that out, completely regardless of the wider political or morality or light versus dark side of it, which is Generally, when a game asks me to figure out what happened, I want to figure out the truth. And I want the truth to come out. Though that was probably super bad for the Republic and stuff. Yeah, Jolie, how are you feeling about this?
You did what was necessary. Sunry was guilty. As sad as that fact makes me, justice had to be done. It doesn't matter that his victim was a Sith or that he was once a hero. I only wish that my old friend hadn't done it. But that's the thing about wishes. They don't come true. And now Sunry's dead, which is a shame. He was a good man, you know, once. I don't want to talk about this anymore. My jaw aches.
Okay, I feel better now I know that Jolie basically agrees with what I did, and would probably be giving me a bit more of a hard time had I let him go. So that at least is nice. And we've also got some quick level ups to do. Marvellous, nothing too dramatic here, just keep that awareness ticking along. And what powers do we need for you, Jahane? I shan't say no to a big stasis field. Being able to do, yes, a massive 10-meter stasis thing, that seems kind of hilarious. And Jolie, same for you. Powers, we have got... What do we want to give you, buddy? So, again, stasis field. You've already got the insanity. You could have Force Wave. Okay, so that's no longer a thing you cast, then everyone gets, like, blasted around or spunny roundy. Instead, yes, an explosion around the Jedi. So all enemies are thrown 5 meters. So you just kind of, like... You blast everybody outwards. That's kind of fun. Oh, and he's got 2 points on this occasion. So, yeah, he can definitely have maxed out speed. That's really, really bloody useful. And go on. We'll give you that Force Wave too. That sounds kind of hilarious as well. Marvellous. So, unless we want to turn in the Republic in terms of their secret base to this guy in the bar, which is probably a bad idea. I think we've probably screwed up the Republic enough for today. Yes, the only thing left to do now is find that submarine, head down to the rift and figure out why teams of soldiers, mercenaries, etc. have all gone missing. Because, I mean, previously, we kind of know there's dark side stuff going on with the, the star maps. I'm sure someone mentioned previously, oh yeah, these aren't just like, you know, technology. They're like dark side technology. The taint of the dark side is something, something, something. So... It's possible that there might have been a bit of a negative effect caused by the star map. I'm not sure. We'll have to figure that out. So hopefully you join me for that very, very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Knights of the Old Republic. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Wait. And flamethrower! 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 Okay, so this is definitely morally questionable. The point where you start singing the flamethrower song, potentially you've gone over the line.